Kalidar kurta is a three-piece kurta. One will be the center part and two side parts. Kalidar kurta is beautiful three-piece kurta. There are so many options we can do with this Kalidar kurta. This is the center part and this is the side part and one more side part. And in the joining piping is there. You can add any kind of lace or border also. Can use different type of fabric. Here I have done one side part with embroidery, so that the same you can do the other side also, or vice versa. You can do the center part with the embroidery work or something, and the side parts with some printed or plain. So in so many kind of fabric you can use. Whatever the leftover fabric also, that also you can use. In the joining you can add piping, lace, any kind of border, or even in the joining, if you have the zigzag machine, then you can stitch on this some designer stitches also. So that also looks very good. So there are so many options with the Kalidar kurta. One more option is there. You can cut this kurta straight, or you can add flare also. And flare also you can add only on the center part, or else on only both the side parts, or all the three parts you can add some flare, or all the three parts you can do with the straight cut. A three-piece Karidar kurta, flare is increased in the center part and both the side part also. If you start to see from the neck side, then you will see the flare is added towards the bottom. For Kalidar kurta is same as in plain kurta. Paper you can use, that is draw one paper without dart, and that paper also you can use to draw for the Kalidar kurta. Difference will be here on the neckline, that 0 to 7 is neck width, 7 to 15 you mark 1.5 inch and measure 0 to 15 how much it is. Suppose 0 to 7 is 3 inch, then once you are adding 7 to 15 1.5, then total 0 to 15 will be 4.5 inch. The same you mark on the chest line, waistline and hip line and the bottom flare, and draw a straight line from 15 to 16. Cut this part, this straight line you have to cut, then you will get one center part on fold and two side parts. Add flare for the center part. Place the straight cut paper on another paper this way and draw outline up to the hip line, and then add the flare how much you want, 4 inch 5 inch how much you want, then add, and this will be the final piece for the center part. If you want to add flare for the side part, then draw outline up to the hip line and then add here flare after this marking, and this will be the final piece for the side part with flare. Placing on the fabric, you have to cut 1/4 inch extra on the straight lines of the center part and one straight line of the side part, 1/4 inch extra for the stitching. That you have to join these two parts, for that need 1/4 inch minimum. If it is the fabric is delicate or with lining, then add 1/2 inch. Parts you need 4 pieces, 2 for front, 2 for back. So you can place this way. If the print of the fabric is not in one direction, then you can place this way to save the fabric and to get all the pieces with seam line of 1/4 to 1/2 inch on this straight part and here in the on this straight part. So this will be the economical placing for the on the fabric. To add fish curly, then this will be the curly part fish cully part. This is 5-inch width, and this cully you have to join first with only center part up to the hip line, and later on continuously join with the side part too, and continue with up to the bottom flare. For the fish cully, you can add front and back both the part, or else only for the front, and no need to keep side open as the flare is already added. Stitch Kalidar kurta with lining, then pre-wash the lining fabric to remove the starch and iron it properly, then cut, or else it will shrink. If it is with lining, then add 1/4 inch on shoulder also, and 1/2 inch for the side seam line also. You are going to stitch your Kalidar kurta with lining, then cut main fabric and the lining fabric both with extra seam line, 1/4 inch on shoulder, 1/2 inch on Kalidar cut, and 1/2 inch on side seam, both the side seam. All pins on the shoulder and in between this line and up to the flare while joining the cully part center and side, so that it will not be high and low or short and long, to make it equal, so that pin it first. Of stitching of Kalidar kurta is to join the cullies. Join this side part and center part straight with, you can add piping or border or lace, whatever, or after joining you can enhance the seam line also with any type of border, or you can do any type of designer stitch on that. Lining to lining joining on this Kalidar part and main fabric to main fabric, and when placing, then the seam line will be inside for both facing each other of lining and main fabric. So on the wrong side the seam line will not be visible, that will go inside and it will give a good finish. Now follow the same rule which we have done for the plain kurta. If anything open for the front, then finish open, then join shoulder, finish sleeve bottom, join the sleeve with the kurta and do the side seam along with the sleeve. If it is flared, no need to keep the side seam open. If it is straight, then please that side seam open will be good. Bottom flare and your Kalidar kurta is ready. Stitch anyway Kalidar kurta with the flare, without flare, straight cut, or with the different type of fabric or any type of enhancing, and with fish cully, or you can add the flare. So different type of options are there. So you stitch one Kalidar kurta for sure. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Next video will be for the another Kalidar kurta, that is Lucknowi kurta. So subscribe now the channel to get the notification and learn how to do the Lucknowi kurta.